Instructions for visiting Hong Kong. Book flights for the dates you had discussed and the hotel Zoe decided on, even though it's short notice now and no longer advanced purchase prices. Do not ask yourself whether you actually want to go, or what the point is, or how on earth you will survive the whole 4 days. Fill your walk-in bag with t-shirts, shorts, and the sun hat she said you always looked like a dork in, and the guidebook she'd already bought. Remember that it is better not to think, better just to do, going through the motions, because after all, what choice is there? You have to get through this somehow. Avoid contact with other passengers, and if anyone attempts a conversation opener, be positively rude, pointedly feigned sleep, and imagine Zoe beside you. The warm feel of her hand in yours, her head resting on your shoulder. Drift into the soft illusion she's here with you, and then stop. Stop. Cancel the thoughts, because dreaming only makes things worse. Not the dreams themselves, but the cold, clammy snapping out of them. Join the shove and press of passengers standing up and retrieving bags, pretending you share the eagerness of arrival. Follow the signs which lead you, in Chinese and English, through the white glare of the terminal buildings, past customs, towards the baggage area where you have nothing to reclaim, out of the security doors, and slam bag into the hustle of arrivals. Spin out of the revolving doors and collide with the wall of heat. Join the queue for taxis. Watch the city smear by and fail to buzz with excitement. Experience a tiny relief as you close the door to your hotel room. Assess its small, blank space, its cool air conditioning, the implausibly narrow shower. Try not to notice that the bed is far too wide. Do not lie down. It is evening here, and after a long day's travel, you're exhausted, but your body clock believes it's the middle of the day, and you'll need to be tired or much tireder to have any chance of sleep. Walk the steeply inclined streets. See nothing. Focus on your loathing for the heat, the sky-high buildings, the stream of cars, the smell of oriental food, the sheer alienness of the place. Hate the rainbow crowds, tourists and locals equally, for being so damn cheerful, so alive. But mostly, hate yourself. Walk until you are spent, and it's nighttime back home anyway. Fail to sleep. Get up at 8 a.m. even though you're knackered and it's only 1 a.m. in London. Swear loudly as you bang your head on the shelf and your shins on the metal safe. Tuck your elbows in, stand beneath the shower, and turn the water cold in the hope that it might revive you. Take the lift up to the top floor. Pick a table by the window. Appraise the view. Dense skyscrapers set against the clear blue sky. A glimpse of ocean and mountains across the bay. Spectacular, you suppose. Pick from the vast array of food: black coffee, freshly baked rolls, juice, cornflakes. Picture Zoe piling her plate high, wanting to taste everything. The spring rolls and dim sum, all the unidentifiable local delicacies. Go on, she urges, raising a forkful to your lips. Stop! Check unwanted thoughts. Scald your mouth on hot coffee and open the guidebook to the pink post-it note marked Day 1. Follow Zoe's itinerary. It's not as if you have your own agenda. Pack in all the must-see sights. Visit the Bank of China Tower, observing the sharp zigzag edges from which apparently negative energy shoots out, upsetting the invisible forces which bind the universe. Learn how, conversely, HSBC is auspiciously placed at the confluence of dragon lines. Even at its most high-tech and futuristic, This whole place is addled with superstition. Zoe loved all that stuff. The two of you were yin and yang, she sometimes teased. Stand on the longest suspension bridge in the world and drink Qingdao beer in the bar at the top of the highest hotel. Browse noisy markets, rifling through trinkets, picking out a quirky jade lizard that she'd have liked. And forget just for a moment how there is no point at all haggling for it. Sample fiery street food, slurp Hong Kong milk tea, and dine alone in TripAdvisor recommended restaurants. Walk the must-walk promenades, seek views from key vantage points, gain different perspectives on the overcrowded city, its blend of modern and old, of east and west, its clash of natural setting and artificial construction. And all the while, think of Zoe while trying not to. Find yourself somehow fast forwarded to day 4 and open the guidebook to New Kowloon. One more day, and then you can go home. Join the press of people descending into the metro and appreciate the relative reprieve of homeopathic air conditioning. Emerge too soon back into the heavy air. Your t-shirt instantly soggy, traffic, people, buildings, heat, petrol fumes, and the stench of stinky tofu from a stall. Feel the oppressive overload of it all. Observe your immediate surrounds, unprepossessing concrete boxes. Seek a glimpse of lion rock rising up above man-made endeavors. Consider how there are several temples close by. That Zhang with its Buddha sculptures, how long, quaint and tiny. And the one Zoe has highlighted, Wong Tai Sin. You're determinedly aspiritual yourself, but cathedrals, temples, and so forth form part of any tourist trail. Even you admit that the worship of imaginary beings has produced fabulous feats of architecture. Proceed towards Wong Tai Sin, then hesitate at the swarming entrance. Find the small kiosk and pay, allowing you entry to a buzzing courtyard, everything a blur amidst the swirl of burning incense. Feel the bile rising in your throat as you remember Zoe's funeral. The dim-lit church of her hometown, rain pelting these stained glass windows, and that priest blathering on about God and life after everlasting, while the body of the woman you love lay decaying in a wooden box. Remember how you screamed inside at the self-serving absurdity. The line promised the denial of the stark truth, that all of Zoe's energy and life and love had been switched off, wholly and absolutely. It's something that you and Zoe disagreed on. She was far from being a practicing Catholic, but she still bought into some of its myth, into the idea that there are mysteries out there. Blink away the sting of smoke. Listen to the sticks clacking against one another, the constant rhythmic background of the fortune tellers at work. Brush off the woman who takes hold of your arm, shaking her small bundle at you, the sticks that would enable you to see your future. Picture Zoe wanting to go, claiming it was a laugh, then proceeding to discuss the outcome seriously. In the guidebook, she used a highlighter to pick out the aspects that intrigued her. Beneath her flash of fluorescent yellow Rihao, popular with visitors is the Wong Tai Sin Temple, where, provided you make an earnest plea to the gods, every wish can come true. Note her ironic exclamation mark, but smile at the way she had thrown herself into it anyway, like catching autumn leaves or blowing 30 candles out on her cake, her face tight with concentration. What did you wish for? You asked, indulging her. Her face was oddly serious. I wished for you. Which made no sense. You've already got me. Recall her slow smile, the warmth of her lips, and your surge of happiness, pure and strong. Stop. Check your thoughts. Move on. Observe how the buildings are all in the traditional Chinese style of zero architectural interest. Pillars hold up concave roofs, everything blaring in reds and golds with bright blue friezes and yellow latticework thrown in. You prefer understated European buildings, just as you prefer European weather, food, and non-mysticism. It would be good for you to get out of your comfort zone, to open you to new experiences, Zoe had said. Ponder how reluctantly you agreed, yet here you are, taking alone the trip you never got to take together. Failed to make sense of it. Hardly unusual. Nothing makes any sort of sense. Not since the day the policeman turning up at your office with the impossible news that Zoe was dead. Killed instantly, crossing a road. Stop at the base of the stairs leading to the largest of the buildings, where people clutter in front of some sort of altar. Turn your guidebook, though you already know how it provides no instructions on how the whole wishing thing is supposed to work. Nothing on where you are to sit or kneel or what you are supposed to say, which God you should appeal to. Feel contempt for the sheer absurdity of the idea anyway. It's too crowded, too hot to linger. Form fists of impotent rage at the bloody heat which never breaks to provide relief. Carry on towards the good wish garden. Taken how, like the buildings, the garden is typically Chinese. Painted bridges and pagodas, garish flowers amid super vivid greenery, rocks, streams, and a pool filled with golden koi. At least it's quieter here. So find a stone to sit on. Allow your fingers to trail in the cool water which circles round, oblivious to you and your unhappiness. If you make an earnest wish to the gods, it is promised to come true. Keep your eyes open and your thoughts in check. Do not wish for the only thing you long for. Recognize how indulging that kind of insanity will only make you hurt more. The dead do not return, obviously. You cannot go back in time. Cannot detain her that morning, altering the sequence of events so she would not have been in that particular location at that exact time. You can't even go back. It would only take a moment and say, I'm sorry. I love you. Instead of dashing off still a little sulky from the night before. No wish, no prayer can undo the immutable laws of the universe. Try hard to accept this. Try harder. Watch as a fish breaches the surface of the water, its mouth gaping blindly. Goldfish in a pond bring good luck. Too late for that. Tell yourself to wish for healing, that the process of grief might be hurried along. I hope you're feeling a little better, your mother writes in the cautious emails you never reply to. It's a natural enough hope. You should ask the gods that you not feel your loss quite so intensely all the time. Wish for anesthesia, amnesia, for moving on. Fail to actually want those things. Let the water slither through your fingers, clear and elusive. Feel your eyes ache with the glare of the midday sun. Do not remember back. Do not remember how you argued the night before, petty irritation taking away. Forget your accusation that she always wanted to control things, and you saying angrily that you prefer a more relaxing holiday in the UK. I don't want to go to bloody Hong Kong. Block the memory of her hurt silence and you not backtracking to say sorry. Then let the memories crowd in. Let them hurt. Understand how there is no point, none whatsoever, you saying sorry, sorry, sorry now, but say it anyway. Feel her soft, forgiving touch from another dimension. Fail to believe in it. Sit entirely within your pain. Know comfort can be found. No intervention from the gods, no wishes granted. Allow the sun to move past its peak and slowly feel the moment ebb. Catch a dragonfly glimpse of how your life will unfold. Those sticks clack on above, gurgling of the man-made stream. But you don't need your fortune told to know your future. Details already slipping away. The precise feel of her in your arms, the smell of her hair, the ring of her laughter. Time doesn't so much heal as obliterate. As the months, then years go by, she'll become a name you seldom speak, a memory that rarely surfaces. Photos in an online album you never open. She's already died, and you will kill her a second time. But not yet. Not yet. Stand up and walk away. Head back to your hotel. An early night ahead of your flight home tomorrow. Do not ask yourself how it is possible you will survive. Know that you will do so anyway, somehow. Thank you.